Now, the next causes for the struggle of 1857. In the above video, we learn about the background. Now, what were the causes for the struggle of 1857 that we have to see? During pre-British period, there were many kingdoms in India, and we learn it many times. During means before the Britishers entered in the administration of our country, there were many small kingdoms in India. Whatever changes took place at the center never affects the village system. The village system was continued as it is, though the kingdoms were there, and if the changes took place at the center level or at the by the king, that never affects the village system. The village system continued as it is, but the Britishers changed the prevalent system and tried to set up a new system. It was the main. The Britishers, they tried to change the prevalent, or what were the going on in the villages. They were trying to change it, and they were trying to set up a new system of administration in the villages also, and in the big cities also. Looking at the changing nature of village system created a feeling of instability and insecurity in the mind of the people. It was the main cause that the Britishers, they were trying to make a new system, they were trying to set up a new system, and looking at this changing nature of the villages, the peoples, they thought, or they feel of instability and insecurity in the minds of the people. It was the first cause. Second, economic causes. The British introduced new revenue system to increase their income. In the third chapter, we learn new revenue system to increase the income. The Britishers introduced the new revenue system. Taxes were forcibly extracted from the farmers, and forcefully they were trying to extract the taxes. As a result of it, the agriculture system collapsed, and they were not giving any concession if drought is there, if any natural disaster is there. Then also they were forcibly trying to extract the tax from the farmer. As a result, the agriculture system collapsed. To sell the British goods in India and enjoy profit was the policy of the Britishers. And what was the policy? To sell the British goods in India on high price and enjoying the profit. It was the policy of the Britishers. They imposed heavy taxes on the local industries, and this was also the main reason of the decline of the local industries. Why? Because the Britishers, they put heavy taxes on the local industries, and only because of that the peoples or local industrials needs to sell their goods on high price, and only because of the high price the peoples were not buying the local industries material. The handicraft and textile industry of India were ruined. Many Indian artisans became unemployed. They had growing discontent in their mind against the British. It's an economic cause that they were imposed heavy taxes on the local industries. The handicraft and textile industry of India were ruined only because of imposed heavy taxes, and many Indian artisans became unemployed. Why? Because the British goods in India, the British goods in India, they were selling it on the low price, and then also they are enjoying the profit, and this causes the Indian artisans become unemployed. They had growing discontent. Discontent means they were also against the Britishers or against the British policy in their mind, against the Britishers, right? So first here it is, it's a cause of struggle that the farmers or the changing system of villages system created a feeling of instability and insecurity in the mind of the people, and the small industrials or artisans became unemployed, and they had growing discontent in their mind against the British.